Yo, what's going on, YouTube? My name is Mike. I am the owner of Formal Fitness Training out here in Pennsylvania. I decided to make this podcast, I guess, if you will, getting firm. And it's something I'm just going to do by myself, completely unscripted. I don't know if anybody's ever going to see this, but it's one of those things where it's like, I feel like we need more raw information in this world. And I think fitness, investing, reading, and music are the four biggest things that speak to me, and many of those can change your life for the better. So I'm just gonna keep these under 10 minutes long, and I'm just gonna kind of rant. I'm a professional fitness trainer. I've been investing for 10 years. I've been a musician since 1999. Play guitar, play bass, play drums, write music. I read 24 to 36 books per year. I know, nerd alert. Got my mermaid behind me here because we're big beach people here in this household. But yeah, I just hope that if anybody sees this, it's like we're here trying to spread messages which are going to help you succeed. So, hot topic going into the new year, fitness. What do you really need to do to optimize your fitness? And disclaimer, anything you hear on here is not medical advice. It's not telling you what to do. It's something that'll make you think that might help you improve your own life. So, for me, fitness really comes down to five main things. So you want to get your 10,000 steps per day. If you're currently nowhere near that, start lower. Start at like 5,000 steps. Start working yourself up to 10,000 steps a day. That's number one. Number two, you should be weight training 2 to 3 times per week. Again, if you're not working out at all right now, weight training 1 day a week, awesome. Work yourself up to 3 days a week. Keep it very simple. In addition to that, stress, you got to moderate that somehow. There's good stress. You're really excited about something. You're trying to do really well in your life. There's bad stress, work stress, financial stress, fighting with your wife stress. Want to avoid those. Sleep 7 hours per night to 9 hours per night. Non-negotiable. If you're at 6 now, start adding 15 minutes. Go to bed 15 minutes earlier. Wake up 15 minutes later if you can. The last one, water. Make sure you're drinking about half your body weight in water in ounces per day. Add more on top of that if you're somebody that sweats a lot when you go to the gym. And here's the thing, those are the five things. That's it. It's super, super easy. Very hard in application because it's something most people don't want to do. But I think people that are going to find this podcast, it's going to be one of those things that will definitely help them. All right. So those are the fitness things. Those are the five things. You can start working on those right now. The Mind Body podcast, Mind Pump. It's a good podcast to listen to if you're into that. I had a podcast back in the day. It was called the Coffee with a Personal Trainer podcast. We interviewed 27, I believe, high level personal trainers and fitness coaches, nutritionists, testosterone coaches over the course of about 4 years. And I'm going to say a few times because I haven't done this in a while, but that's all right. The content will be okay, I'm sure. So, Coffee with a Trainer podcast, Mind Pump. Those guys are great. All right. Investing. This is unscripted, but I'm going to look at this right now. The current Bitcoin price is 96,393. In 1 year, it is up 129%. In 5 years, it is up 981%. Now, not investment advice. You're going to listen to the different people and they're going to say different things. So different people are going to tell you that you should keep 1 to 3% of your portfolio in Bitcoin. I think that's probably a good start. If you've never dabbled with it before, that's probably a good place to start. Get yourself some Bitcoin, some Ethereum, some XRP, maybe some Solana. And if you want to get a couple meme coins in there, Doge, Shiba, Pepe, cool. But like Bitcoin and Ethereum and XRP, to me, those are the three that are going to be moving forward. So I'm just going to give you my portfolio in percentages. I'm not going to tell you how much is in there, just going to give you percentages. So my current holdings at this point, this is my non-retirement. My retirement account is all Vanguard, S&P 500, international emerging markets. Very, very simple. But this is what I call my bridge account. This is I am 38, going to be 39, and I want to retire early. So right now I have 43% of my portfolio in Bitcoin, 17% in QQI, 16% in SPYI, 8% in BTCI. Those three are NEOS funds. They pay about 12 to 27% dividends per month, something to check out. Covered call ETFs. VOO, 6%. VGT, 5%. SFYF, which is the top 50 stocks on SoFi that people trade the most frequently. That's 1%. The rest of these are less than 1%, but here are the holdings: PSTG, XRP, QQQ, SMH, AGCO, VST, ASML, ETN, RACE, and SAP. That is my entire portfolio, mostly made up of income producing assets, Bitcoin, the S&P 500, and technology. Not saying that's the way to go. That's just what I'm doing. I think Bitcoin is too much of a power play to ignore. With that being said, I don't think there's any reason you would put more than 10% of your portfolio in that. And I'm talking investment portfolio. Don't include your house in that. Don't include your savings. Don't include anything like that. Just what you're investing in retirement or early retirement, no more than 10%. That would be my blanket statement. On top of that, if you're not investing, you have to. I listen to a lot of podcasts. The Rich Habits podcast is one of my favorite. The Money Guy podcast is also good. Dave Ramsey, not bad. I don't agree with everything he says, but honestly, it's pretty good stuff. But the principles are solid. They all kind of start the same way. $1,000 emergency fund, right? That's a starting point. 3 to 6 month emergency fund, that's your next thing. And then it gets complicated whether you decide to invest or pay off debt. For me, if the debt is less than 5%, it's okay. Invest because you're probably going to make more than 5% most years in the market. Now we're up 48% in the last 2 years if you just look at the S&P 500. Is that going to continue? I don't know. I would say probably not. I think this year will be more normal. You're probably going to see a 9 to 12% gain. Bitcoin will probably be up 50, 60%. But again, nobody knows. Anybody who tries to tell you that they know what's going to happen in the market, tell them get out of here. It's not true. All right. So, reading. Right now, I'm reading the Sonny Boy autobiography of Al Pacino. Awesome, interesting, super interesting. I'm also reading the Jujitsu principles and how they apply to business. That's a great book as well. I try and read 24 to 36 books a year, mostly nonfiction because I like to continue learning. Right now, what I'm listening to music wise, I've been listening to a lot of Sophie Lloyd, amazing guitar player. Been listening to a lot of Tremonti, who was the founding member and guitar player of Creed, along with Scott Stapp. Again, some serious shredding guitar work. Been playing music most of my life, but it's one of those things that it's like, there's not much new music that comes out in December and January. So I think there's going to be a lot of good stuff coming out later this year. So that's it. Fitness, investing, reading, and music. My 4 favorite things. Coming here on this podcast with you. I'm trying to keep these under 10 minutes, so we'll be done in just a minute here. Wayne Gretzky once said that you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And I completely agree. So take some of those fitness tips in the beginning. Make this an amazing year. Start investing if you're not already, but make sure you got your emergency fund set up first. I'm going to do these every once in a while because you know what? I think there's some value in knowledge. I'm a 39-year-old person who is completely debt free. I've been running my own business for the last 14 years. I have some knowledge that I would like to share. Hopefully, we can build a little bit of a community here where everybody can grow together because I think that is the most important thing. And as we get some people on here, we might have some questions and things like that. And again, it's no advice. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not giving you medical advice. Please don't take what I say investing and try and go out there and do something crazy like invest 1,000% of your money in Bitcoin, or 100%. Just be diversified and go out there and make a fucking difference in this world. And I know, yeah, I did it. Made it the whole time without swearing. But there it is. I hope you guys are swell, and I will talk to you soon.